Coming up on this edition.
And we cut. Thank you.
Lights, cameras, we check out the action in the film business with Actordar Productions. Whether it's a movie of the week or a local independent production, the demands are the same. I met with the cast and crew of Bug and a Bag of Weed.
It's about busting out of your groove and refining your zest for life. In this movie, it just so happens that a computer store salesman inherits a hockey bag full of weed and, along with his two sidekicks, embark on using their salesman skills, which they've learned from working in a box retail store, in order to sell this weed and to pay their credit cards. So, yeah, basically the weed is their vehicle to freedom, if it works.
Whether you are a producer or an actor, movie making is challenging, especially in a small city like Halifax.
With the American productions, it's a little more challenging. They tend to engage Toronto casting directors who will fill the upper roles with Torontonians. And then we end up with the smaller roles when the production comes here. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that we're still a very small community, so we don't have as mature an agency structure here. So we don't have members with high-powered agents who are pushing, their clients on the casting directors. But we have, it remains a challenge to get ourselves inserted in the casting process while it's still in LA and then in Toronto before they come to Nova Scotia. It just is one of our big challenges here.
The most important thing, I think, for a lot of filmmakers and people that are starting out or that want to do this in Nova Scotia and everything, that you just stick with your guns, you stick with your idea, and it's the same all around, I think, whether you're directing it, writing, or acting in something, that you just have to stick with it straight through and do whatever you can to, to hone your skills and be prepared. And we cut. Thank you.
When you are an actor, you have to be ready for the ups and downs of the business.
I feel, definitely discouraged at times because obviously there just isn't enough work for, unless you're really involved in theater. And even still, it's really tough to make a living at acting in the city, so there's always other things you're going to have to do. So, but at the same time, I really like the fact that, I've had the opportunity to work on this and not have to go anywhere else for it. So thrilled about that. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more of that.
It kind of goes year to year, kind of fluctuates. You can't really tell. So that's why as an actor, you're always kind of trying to figure out, are you going to go, are you going to stay, are you going to chase it, are you going to wait? It's a game. But, you sort of follow your gut and you see where it takes you. So hopefully, and luck too.
Amy was first bitten by the acting bug when she was 17. Her secret to success is to never stop performing.
I'm a belly dancer. I belly danced for about 4 years. I stopped for about 1 or 2, and I just started picking up again, and I love to perform. I go on stage for that, different events, the Holistic Health Show, the Fringe Festival, the Multicultural Festival. I guess that's probably the actor in me wanting to perform on the downtime. So belly dancing is definitely a hobby I love. I think it's a part of me. Once I started, I definitely can't stop. I think I'll be acting for my whole life, whether I'm a mother, no matter what other career I have. I think that acting will always be there. It'll be a part of me forever, I think.
Many Canadians move to Los Angeles to pursue bigger roles, but the challenges remain the same.
I would say, always work on your craft and keep a fair amount of resilience, and a fair amount of grace and chutzpah. And that will get you through the ebbs and flows of this business because, as good as it gets, it will be just as bad in a couple of months, because actors, whether you're making a lot of money or very little money, that's the money you make. And you live off of that money until your next gig. And I think keeping your spirits up is one of the biggest challenges in this business.
Oh, no, I can just wrap it up. Cut!
There's a lot more work, but there's also a lot more people. It's about the same thing. I mean, you know, people talk about, you know, here you got to supplement your income and wait tables or bartend or go get a real job. Same thing down there. It really is. I've done a lot of that. I've been lucky in the last year I haven't had to. I mean, ever since the Sue Thomas thing came along, and then obviously Queer as Folk. I've been in Toronto I've been in Canada the last year more than I have in LA, to be honest. It's picking up. It's constantly getting better. People always ask me, you know, how long are you going to do this? And in my head, it's forever. But, you know, for them to be, an intelligent answer would be, as long as I'm, you know, moving forward and paying my bills and having fun, I can't see why I would stop.
This 90-minute feature film is After Dark Productions' biggest project to date, and they are thankful for the support they have received.
We have this, you know, top-end crew actually working with us and helping us pull off making this very, you know, aggressive, very aggressive script, I think is what it comes down to. And the reason that we're here is because all these people are helping us out, and they're doing it, to my understanding, for, you know, for the love of the project and everything, and to grow the film community here in Nova Scotia and to actually work on things that we're making locally, because it's fantastic that all these productions are coming from out of province and everything and shooting here, but we still have to, you know, have our own Indigenous film industry and stuff for us, you know, to keep things going year-round and everything. So it's important to support each other when you're doing projects.
The Art Gallery of Nova Scotia has a satellite gallery for contemporary art right behind me here at Pier 21. We visit Art Port next on this edition